Can the average guy look like a male model? Not exactly. Male models are chosen because of rare genetic advantages. They're tall, lean, and have features that make them really stand out. But notice I said stand out and not attractive, because being conventionally attractive isn't actually a requirement. Agencies look for something else. They often call it a striking look. Striking doesn't exactly mean handsome, although sometimes it can. It means memorable, the kind of face that stops you in your tracks. Now, you might not have the genetics to be booked for a Gucci campaign, but that doesn't mean you can't steal from their playbook. Male models don't just rely on their out-of-the-box face and body, they refine everything around it, from flawless skin to lean body composition, from posture to hairstyles that frame their face perfectly, even down to tricks for debloating. These are lessons any guy can apply to look way above average. So let's break down the exact things male models do and how you can use the same strategies to upgrade your look. Diet and nutrition. When it comes to diet, male models don't all eat the same way, but there are some clear patterns. Almost every male model builds their physique on a foundation of high protein and whole foods. Think chicken, fish, eggs, tofu, and protein shakes. David Gandy, one of the most recognizable male models in the world, is known to eat high quality proteins every day while avoiding processed foods completely. Carbs are where the routines start to split. Some models lean into carbs heavily. Brad Kroenig, for example, eats 6 cups of rice a day along with grilled meats and vegetables, clocking in around 2,400 calories. Others take the opposite approach. Fitness model Obi Obadke cuts carbs after the afternoon and avoids them at night, believing late night carbs are more likely to be stored as fat. Even Gandy falls somewhere in the middle. He eats whole grain bread and pasta, but avoids refined carbs. Despite these differences, one thing almost every model does is eat smaller, nutrient-dense meals throughout the day. This keeps their energy stable, prevents overeating, and helps them stay lean year-round. Hydration is another non-negotiable. Models are known to drink a ton of water, sometimes adding electrolytes, and many use multivitamins, omega-3s, or BCAAs to cover micronutrient gaps. Skincare starts in the kitchen, and most of them understand that glowing skin reflects diet and hydration as much as products. And then there's balance. Some models allow cheat meals. Obi, for example, has relaxed weekends where he eats what he wants. Others, like David Gandy, avoid cheat days altogether, but balance their caloric intake with training. The key takeaway is that none of them obsess over perfection. Instead, they focus on consistency and moderation. Debloating and digestion. Here's part of the male model routine that doesn't get talked about as much: the bloating. Looking lean isn't just about your body fat. It's about avoiding that puffy, disintended face and stomach that could ruin a shoot. To manage this, a lot of models adjust their diets to cut out foods that cause gas and water retention. For example, many avoid high FODMAP foods, things like beans, lentils, and even raw vegetables such as broccoli or cauliflower. These can ferment in the gut and create bloating. They also skip high fructose fruits like apples and instead stick to lower FODMAP options like berries and grapes. High fiber grains that can sit heavy like whole wheat pasta get swapped out for lighter options such as quinoa or zucchini noodles. Another big one is sodium and carbonation. Too much salt leads to water retention, while carbonated drinks like soda or beer introduce excess gas into the digestive system. Cutting both helps them tighten up their midsection. On the flip side, models use anti-bloat foods to keep digestion moving smoothly. Things like ginger, pineapple, and probiotic-rich yogurt are all common choices because they soothe the gut and reduce inflammation. The big lesson: if you want to look sharper and not just thinner, but more defined, it's not about what you eat, but also about what you don't eat. Training. If there's one misconception about male models, it's that they spend hours in the gym trying to bulk up like bodybuilders. The truth is the opposite. Models train to stay lean, balanced, and photogenic, not massive. Most train 4 to 6 days a week, but the focus isn't on lifting the heaviest weight possible. David Gandy, for example, works out 45 to 60 minutes at a time, splitting his workouts into chest and triceps, back and shoulders, or circuit style training. He's a big believer in medium weights with perfect form over heavy weights with sloppy execution. Circuit training and supersets are common because they keep the heart rate up and burn calories while building muscle. Cardio is another big part of the routine. Some models run 3 to 4 times a week, mixing steady runs with sprints to stay lean without losing muscle. But what really sets models apart is their focus on proportion and symmetry. It's not just about size, it's about balance. Some favorite exercises from trainers that coach models is the incline bench press, because it builds the upper chest and shoulders, creating that wide, structured look in photos. Ab training is also high rep and form focus. Think V sit-ups, hanging leg raises, and rollouts, rather than super heavy weighted crunches. The big takeaway here is that models aren't chasing maximum strength, they're chasing an aesthetic balance. A lean body with good posture, visible abs, and proportional muscle groups that look sharp in clothes and on camera. Third eye. The biggest asset that male models have is something called a third eye. While we have to figure out our hair, skin, and physique ourselves, male models have access to industry hairstylists, skincare experts, and trainers. These all make the process of finding exactly what works for them way easier. I can't stress how important it is to have a third eye view of yourself. It's not something that you, family, or friends can do, and it's the biggest reason most guys stay stuck in their glow-up journey. They have a lack of direction. For this video, I did a lot of research into the process male models go through to find their aesthetic direction, and that research helped me to refine our app Rate by Fresh. It's like your third eye, but it's AI. With just a few photos, you can accurately find your perfect hairstyle, a skincare routine, and even your body's genetic advantages and weaknesses, with a customized weightlifting routine to balance you out. I highly recommend you try it out. Go to ratebyfresh.com. Posture. Male models are trained to carry themselves in a way that projects confidence and symmetry. It starts with the basics: standing tall, shoulders relaxed, back straight, and chin slightly lifted. A good rule of thumb is to align the ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles all in one straight line. That posture alone instantly makes you look more athletic and confident. Behind this, models actually train for their posture with specific exercises. Key movements are things like planks, side planks, glute bridges, chest openers, and thoracic spine stretches, which are all staples for improving alignment and preventing that slouching look that we see in our day-to-day lives. A flexible spine and an open chest are what makes them look tall and effortless, rather than stiff and posed. So while male models may spend hours in the gym, the way they present themselves through posture and body language makes them look that much more athletic. Grooming secrets. Every top model has a routine, and while the products might change, the principles are always the same. Skincare comes first. Models like David Gandy keep it simple but consistent. Cleanse daily, moisturize, SPF, and use serums or oils to keep skin from drying out. Pietro Boselli swears by tea tree products for blemishes and a matte moisturizer to control shine. Others double down on hydration. Andrew Cooper, for example, always drinks extra water and layers moisturizers after long travel days. The common thread: don't skip steps, and sun protection is non-negotiable. SPF is what keeps their skin smooth and youthful in the long term. Hair is treated like an asset. Regular trims every week, weekly deep conditioning masks, and staying on top of facial hair grooming are all part of their routines. Even if the style changes, whether it's clean shaven, stubble, or full beard, the edges are always sharp and intentional. But grooming doesn't stop at products. Lifestyle is a hidden part of the look. Models emphasize hydration, nutrient-rich diets, and consistent sleep because those things also show up in the skin. Gandy has even said, beauty comes from eating well and working out, not just creams. Before major shoots, it's common for models to invest in professional grooming services, facials, fresh haircuts, or styling sessions to make sure every detail is handled. Consistency is key. Finally, there's the mental side. Grooming isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. Stress and negativity show on the face. That's why many models practice mindfulness to keep the cortisol at bay. Keep routines simple and rely on consistency rather than chasing every new fad. The takeaway here is clear. What matters is having a routine, sticking to it daily, protecting your skin, keeping your hair sharp, and making your grooming as consistent as brushing your teeth. Reality. Here's the truth most people don't see. Male models aren't walking around looking shoot ready all the time. Their physiques on Instagram or in magazines are a result of a lot of temporary hacks in editing, dehydration, carb cutting, and water manipulation to look sharper just for the few hours that they're doing shoots. Day to day, they may be 5 to 10 pounds heavier and look far less extreme. And while genetics do play a role, models themselves will tell you it's not effortless at all. They train daily, are extremely clean, and stick to very strict routines. The myth that they just wake up looking like that isn't true at all. The last misconception is that there's one perfect model diet or model workout. There isn't. Some models thrive on high carbs, others go low carbs, some train 6 days a week, others 3. The only consistent factor is discipline, finding what works and sticking to it relentlessly. Male models look amazing, but what allows them to do so is that they have a goal look that they know works for them and a personalized way of getting to that look that is specifically tailored for them. With that said, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss our videos.